We are infinite power, and the only reason we do not access that is limiting beliefs. We are cut off from the infinite source of power by our limiting beliefs. This infinite power energy is streaming through us, through our soul, the divine within us. But it just keeps hitting these limiting beliefs which cut it off. It's like a dam that is placed on this infinite river of energy that is capable of flowing through you. We have infinite potential, but all of that infinite potential just keeps draining into the waste, just keeps going to waste when it hits all of our limiting beliefs. Anything that we believe is not possible for us is simply that it's a belief. And what does it take to tap into infinite power? It's not even tapping into it because the infinite power is already flowing to us, through us. The only difference is that it's flowing into our programming, our beliefs that are given to us, all the restrictions, all the limitations that we have been given since childhood. All of this energy just keeps flowing into those programs, and the same reality keeps getting created on repeat, unconsciously. We just keep repeating the same things, the same patterns. And so, if you want a new reality, it's up to us to direct that infinite flow of energy, that infinite flow of power into something new. This is where our reactions, our behaviors, our habits, our routines all get challenged, all come into play. Because if the energy just keeps flowing into the same routine, the same behavior, the same programming, the same habits, the same beliefs, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Different people come into your life, but you keep reacting in the same way and keep creating the same situations, the same consequences. Different situations happen, different opportunities happen, but if you keep reacting in the same way, nothing ever changes until you learn to direct the flow of energy into something different. Until you can allow more energy to flow into your dreams, your potential, your visions, your purpose, your destiny. Or you just keep letting the energy flow into what you've been told to do, who you've been told to be, how you're supposed to behave, what you should be doing, all your obligations, all your people pleasing. You have access to infinite energy, infinite power. Where do you choose to direct it? Is to take full conscious ownership of this. Doesn't mean that you have to even change the direction of the energy. Just stop feeling like a victim. Stop feeling that you're powerless. Know that you're creating your reality. Everything that's in your reality is your creation, consciously or unconsciously, whether you really want it or you don't really want it, but it's still there and it's being created through you. It's being created through you. And if you don't know how, if you don't understand how, that's the journey of understanding your beliefs, understanding your limitations, understanding your perception, how it all creates the reality that you keep experiencing. For the longest time, I couldn't believe it. For the longest time, it was so much easier just to blame the world, blame the outside. Even after I learned this principle, unconsciously, that victimhood is just there, always ready to blame, always ready to disclaim the responsibility, not to own. Just say, oh, it happened. Oh, I don't know why it happened. Oh, I don't know why this thing that I really want is not happening. Instead of realizing that I'm not ready for that thing to happen, instead of realizing that I don't really want that thing to happen, because if that thing happens, that means I have to become a different person. I have to behave differently, I have to act differently, I have to act responsibly, I have to take responsibility. This is a thing that most of us do not want: responsibility. Even when it will be something good for us, even when it will fulfill us, it will give us joy, it will give us pleasure, still we don't want it, because responsibility has a lot of associations, has a lot of challenges that most of us don't want to face. Taking responsibility is by far the biggest challenge that I have seen for myself and many of the people I've worked with. We really don't want the responsibility, because that means we have power. That means we can no longer blame anyone. We cannot no longer blame life. We can no longer blame God, the universe, anything. Our parents, our families, our lineage, our ancestry, our culture, our country. We can no longer blame any of it. We cannot blame the politicians. We cannot blame the celebrities. We cannot blame the government. We cannot blame anything. Because we start understanding that with everything, it's still our creation. If we really want to, we have the power to change our experience of reality. Doesn't mean we can change the world in an instant, but you can change your experience of reality. You have that power. But to take that responsibility means you have to make effort, means you have to change, means you have to make different decisions, means you have to face things that you may have been avoiding your whole life, means you have to do things that you could never imagine yourself doing, means you have to have confrontations, means you have to do whatever it takes instead of just wishing and being disappointed. You truly commit to doing whatever it takes, facing whatever you need to face with sincerity. Not just saying it, but truly meaning it for yourself. You're not saying it for anyone else, it's for you. And this is the strongest mirror, when you realize that it's for no one else but you. And you have to be honest with yourself. Yeah, even though I know it's for me, I still am not ready to take responsibility. I know that exercising, changing my diet, relating differently to money, talking, having a conversation, all of these things, whatever I'm meant to do, whatever I need to do, I know that's going to change my life, but I don't want to do it. Just taking ownership of that instead of saying, life is always against me. No, I want life to be against me so that I can avoid doing the difficult thing. I prefer to suffer than doing the difficult thing. Just saying that and taking ownership of it, it there's a relief in it, and being okay with it. There is no judgment. There's compassion in that. When you can just own that, yeah, I don't want to do the difficult thing, and I am okay with it. I'm going to stop blaming life. I'm going to stop blaming others. I'm going to stop blaming the world. I'm going to stop blaming anything outside of me, and just say, yeah, I don't want to make the effort, and I'm okay with that. When you take that responsibility, first you're okay with it, and then if you do want to change it someday, you know you have the power, because up until now you have chosen not to do it, whether it was conscious or unconscious. In the moment you decide that you really will do whatever it takes, you have that sincerity, you will make it happen, because you are divine. You have divine power. You are capable of doing anything that you truly want to do, that you sincerely commit to doing. Not just saying it, not just doing it for someone else, not just doing it to prove something, but you really, really, really want it. When you have that level of desire, you will do whatever it takes. And you have the power to do it. You have infinite power to do it. But you have to own that power, you have to claim that power, you have to act from that power. The day you want it, you will. You will do all of it. You will claim the power and you will act from it. because you really want it. In that moment, there are no obstacles, there are no challenges, there are no tests, because the universe sees that you want it. Roads open up, obstacles fall away, everything starts working in your favor because you don't need to be tested, you don't need to be challenged. You know you're going to get there anyways. So the universe just makes it easier. But when you have doubt, when you have resistance, when you are not fully committed, all of that manifests in challenges, in obstacles, in resistance from the outside. It's your own resistance being mirrored to you. So if life keeps stopping you, keeps blocking you, it's because that's how you feel about what you want, what you desire. And if you own it, you stop blaming life and you're okay with it. You're okay with just being where you are. And you stop wasting your effort in things that you don't even really want or you're not ready for. Or you're okay with just doing the minimal effort and it taking longer. You're not ready to give it everything and you're okay with it just taking longer by doing 1%, 2%, 5%. You know that you could do 100% and get it much sooner, but you're not ready for that level of commitment. And so you just chug along. But instead of being disappointed that it hasn't happened yet, you own and you say, yeah, it's going to happen when it's going to happen, and I'm okay with that. And someday you'll say, okay, now I'm ready to give it 100%. And you'll see time collapsing and things manifesting at speeds which just seem ridiculous. I've seen this happen so many times with myself, with clients. When the resistance drops, magic happens. And until then, there's just compassion and acceptance and relief and peace and enjoying what is already there. Owning that, yes, I am actually okay with life the way it is and I'm going to enjoy what is there. It's not perfect now, it's never going to be perfect. Even when I get the things I want, it's not going to be perfect. Still going to be challenges, still going to be pain. So I'm not chasing the thing to make my life perfect. So I can be okay with life the way it is now. And when I really want that thing, I'll go 100% and get that too. The whole game is changing because you're realizing that you're not chasing things. You're having resistance because you realize that that thing is not going to solve your problems. It's not going to give you fulfillment all of a sudden. It's not going to give you peace all of a sudden. That's when you start focusing on finding peace, finding joy, finding fulfillment within yourself. And then you can go for things. Then you have real desire to go for things. But if you have resistance, it's because part of you knows that that's not really the answer. But when you just want the thing for the thing and not for something more than what it is, then you can have pure, genuine desire and then you go for it. When you want money to enjoy money, not money to solve all your problems and remove all the pain from your life and stop all the suffering. When money is just money and you want it to enjoy life and just for money, not for status, not to give your life purpose, not to prove something, not to validate something, but just to enjoy money. That's when it flows so easily because you don't, it's like needing a friend to make you feel good rather than just wanting a friend because they are amazing. All of this relates to how we use our power. Do we use our power to control life, to control people, to keep them in our lives because we need them? We just use our power to fulfill ourselves, to get what we want, to have amazing things and appreciate them for what they are. You are infinite power. Understand that and understand that you use it both for resistance and for resonance, to create and avoid. And it's completely fine. Both are valid. There's absolute acceptance of it and there's no judgment. There's full compassion. Live life from that place. That is peace. That is real peace. I allow myself to resist the things that I'm not ready for yet, that I don't fully want yet. And I allow myself to enjoy what is there, what I am creating, the journey of creating it. That's it for today. This is day 56 of my 64-day journey. So that means after today, it's 1 week more. I'm so excited to complete this and to do the next thing. So that's it. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, drop a comment, share it with someone, and I will see you tomorrow for day 57. Thank you.